Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, in the last episode, we wrote 2 poems, so that was like 2 days. One for Natsuki and the last one for Sayori, just to make it some diversified for all the Doki Doki members, especially since I'm a member of the Literature Club. And now it's Sunday. We gotta do a group project, not a group project, like the festival is coming. Woo! Yeah. I also, hold on. This is gonna be weird. Hopefully this doesn't look weird, but I'm wearing my my only Doki Doki clothes that I actually own. So yeah. I also turned with the gain so this could hear me a little bit better. I thought I was going to leave this on forever, but then I realized in some videos that's just like out like boom, and I was like, oh, it only works for consoles, I guess, since consoles are already kind of loud since it's not capturing computer audio. But yeah, hopefully the game ain't too loud. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be loud, but you know what I mean. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. Intimate? Yeah. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it was just the 2 of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. So she was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No, I don't know. You're the guy. You're the main character here. Wait, get my phone from underneath my ass. Oh, I was sitting on it. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reached Sayori's house, I knocked on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit to simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Yeah, I've been close to someone like that before. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. It's kind of dark in here, Sayori. You should turn on some damn lights. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, each time I record this, I forget the voices I did for I remember 2 of them, and then the other 2, I'm just like, oh god, how I did that? Hiya, Bonesy! I think that's what I did. I think. I'm not good at making voices for characters, especially if they're feminine. Hiya, Bonesy! Yeah, I think that's the voice I chose. Hi, Bonesy! I sat down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, haven't you? Or have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize some of the stuffed animals and decorations that she had for years now. Which, by the way, not a complaint. Oh, I almost dropped my business card. Not a complaint. But, like, I get we have a membership card. Like, I got it from the pre-order. I don't get why Sayori's cow plush is on the back. I know it's supposed to be just Doki Doki theme and not like if it was a real membership card. It literally has the game's logo right there, but I'm just saying it's kind of weird that the cow's there if it is a real membership card. So I don't know. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be a mess. Such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. It's just me and Yuri. That kind of sucks then. Natsuki got like the horrible, I don't know what the term is. My brain's blanking out on it. But she, like, got the bone or something. She, like, is all by herself as everyone else is meeting up. I kind of feel bad. Yep. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. Once... Hold on. Sorry to cut you off, me. Or game me. Why didn't you check on Saturday? Or like after... Well, I guess after Friday makes sense. Like you don't want to check the same day after getting concerned. But why not Saturday? Huh? That's like a nice day. But no, you wait until Sunday. Alright. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Bonesy. Eh? Why can't it just be like this? Oh, God, I don't know. Why is it telling me about Microsoft Edge? Get out of here, Google. Or not Google. Windows notification. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why I decided wait, hold on. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. Oh, I've been there before. Sadly, that's really sad to say, but I have been there before. You really put me in a trap, Bonesy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Saying what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Bonesy? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? They do say that the people that you know that are actually depressed, you don't actually know they're depressed unless they open up to you. So, well, dust went up when I did that. This is like really sad, actually. This like got really deep. And you know I'm actually getting into the game as my heart actually kind of like start pumping a little bit faster. It's like, oh, I'm actually getting into this. I want to take a sip from my water for 1 second. I actually got something that'll help my throat, not decrease it like soda. Did she really want did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I can do. Hold on. Sorry to cut the mood. Okay, there we go. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Bonesy. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Yeah, that's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spirit going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Bonesy, there's nothing. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could help me, that could have helped, is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears stroked down on Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart, hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. My bad. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's all I'm going to accept these punishments. Or that's what I'm going to. Fuck, I keep fucking up. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Bonesy. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have done it in any other way. Bonesy. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Bonesy, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. But if you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Bonesy. The only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sorry, lets go of me. And as she does so, I let go of her as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, alright? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. And at the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. The only good example of me reading, like, decent. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I guess I know it's getting like a lighter mood, but I guess I'll keep dragging the mood back down. I had something similar, not with me. I mean, I've been in like those like depressive states, but I wouldn't say I have like the, you know, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say mental illness because that sounds fucked up. But I don't have like the thing in my head where it makes me sad, but I just get really sad like by a lot of things. So and I had friends that helped me along the way. And I really thank them. But I had something similar with, I knew someone that was depressed. It's like a friend of someone I knew, but because they came to me for help, I felt obligated to be like, I gotta help you. Because, like, just the fact that you're telling me this person's depressed and you're worried about them makes me worried about them. And I don't know this person. So that was really stressful. Those were a lot of days where I walked to people's houses and then I walked with them to their house. It was a very, I wouldn't say adventurous because that means the good things came, but oof, those were not good times. Also, to disrupt the mood, skip a few seconds if you're, I don't know, editor, put up time if you want to skip this, because so like I burned myself yesterday. My wrist touched my oven, and let me just show you what my wrist looks like now. Yeah, it's painful. Well, not really painful, but it just looks disgusting. And I'm like, oh, good thing it's on my wrist. You guys can't see if I do this, unless I like purposely lift my hand up. But then you can barely see it anyways. You can't even touch it. There we go. Okay, back to the game. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here.
But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have just texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be a common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. I like how I don't have any other spaces in my house except for my bedroom. But then again, if there was, that would be tedious. Dude, he has a gaming PC over there. I see that computer. That looks like the same, like... I don't know why I said computer. It's a keyboard. That looks like the same keyboard I used to have. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No, it would be really embarrassed. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she was keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you could help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, atmospheric,
not atmospheric. Aromatherapy. Aromatherapy candles. I think that's correct. Although, if that's wrong, show me saying it incorrectly to make fun of me and then play the text-to-speech version of it. If there's nothing, then I'm actually kind of smart. You know how many times I had a friend over when I was editing one of these videos, and he was pointing out every little thing I missaid, and I was like, dude, you're making me more embarrassed. I don't want to upload this video now. I didn't notice. I was caught in the moment. I was reading. I didn't catch it. Fuck. And maybe like it was really embarrassing because it happened like quite frequently, and I was like, oh god, is this what it's always like? Oh god, I don't notice it too when I'm editing because like sometimes I do, but other times I'm just like in the moment when I'm editing. I'm trying to think of like jokes or something I can do. So like something about that. I was like, oh god.
Oh wow,
I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Oh, of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, Minnie will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Oh, intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy.
No need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation.
What kind of things? It was good to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and to use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Aromatherapy. God, I'm so dumb. Because I forget how to say it. Not familiar at all. Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and presses a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. If only I could fucking smell. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells like a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and help you feel them flow through your body. You said romance earlier too, and now you're saying it enhances your emotions? This is witchcraft. You're trying to get me to... This is like a love potion. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavier. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What would these be used for? Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbon to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'll be good at this, said Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels when she's sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Bonesy. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into the bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. Oh god, she's a CSGO player! No! The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. That could be wrong, and I probably know it is, but I'm not fucking dubbing each word I say wrong in this Let's Play. I record these for an hour. If I did that, I'll be here for 10 more hours. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. That looks really fancy. What? Well,
embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're gonna think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Unless it's like a knife collection or something, then I'm gonna judge you fully. To each their own, you know, though.
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
Isn't it? It is, isn't it? I don't know why.
Really, Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it in my hand. I turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of my knife with my index finger. Ow!
Bonesy, why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. I would do something like that, knowing my dumbass. I'll be like, huh? probably got, I don't know, not doing extremely stupid things, but I would be doing something stupid with that knife.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Yeah, intense is the correct word I'll use for Yuri. I feel her tongue crawl around my finger. Oh my god, could you imagine? Ew! Oh my god. It's like a whole different story when you're doing it to yourself, but I mean, even if you do it to yourself, that's a little weird, because drinking blood isn't good. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
But please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head and her face burning up. Yuri,
that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
No, well, I mean, I can't deny you on that.
How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? What is she, like a mama wolf? See cubs get conjunct. It's like, Jesus. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little.
Ooh.
She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a little stupid thing to do, but I do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Bonesy! Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Yeah, you didn't fully do the full licking part. You just gotta put it in your whole mouth and kind of suck on it a little. Maybe that's what she did. Maybe she was trying to get more blood out of it. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Bonesy.
Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted, and we each resume our respected activities. Yeah, this is going to be really nice to tell the club president. Yeah, Monica, we did all of it. We got a little freaky, but what happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Time passes, I'm assuming. She's gone! Oh god. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lie them all up side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. That's pretty advanced, too. For art and crafts? Damn. I only messed with that twice in my whole life, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill those cups too much, they'll be a little diluted.
That was quick. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than a full-size glass. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drops, and then bring them back into my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me, and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I would like to paint garnet across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write the inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the walls behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. Well, what are you gonna write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. I use a brush and add a few dots of different color across the banner to serve as a color guide where we'll paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. And the main video game me is just bragging how rich he was in the past. He was able to go to an elementary school that just gave you arts and crafts. I never been there. The only arts and crafts I got was a pencil. The fuck? What elementary school did you go to? Painting on the banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we used to have back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah,
God, my lips are really dry right now. I need chapstick.
it is fun. I'm glad that you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking by herself.
For me, I don't need to get out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. It's just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime, games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think we all can go there, right? It's always fun to be like watching someone that you know play a game that you already played, and it's like, oh, I want to see what he thinks. Which I guess is why everyone wanted me to play this, despite me already knowing the game. It's like, I guess you guys wanted to see how I reacted. Or, not how I acted, but just my opinions about the game. And plus, it's just a fun experience, so I'm actually kind of glad I'm doing this, because I almost didn't want to do this at all. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I know you would understand.
Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kia! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hand in surprise.
Are you hurt?
Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There's droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
There's some on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, new artwork! Here. That was a voice crack. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel.
Oh,
Is something wrong?
it's hot. I didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait,
Eh?
just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's cheek. She looks into my eyes. It's an intensive expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she lost her gaze and enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers. Oh God, I need to drink water. Wrapped around my wrist sends a tingling sensation throughout my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. Jesus. The moment is over as soon as it began. Damn it! Was this close? Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Okay. This should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. I've done that before. It's not fun at all. It's boring. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now?
Oh, not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true. But won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it won't. It would be best to leave it here. Then you have to bring it in the morning. I could do the lowering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew!
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
Oh, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Kind of same, to be honest, if I was in the situation.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all the things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen again. I would say that was a date! Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well, then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted, because we could do this again whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Or bashfy. Not bashfy. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Bonesy.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, briefly squeezing my arm.
I kind of like that about you.
Oh, back the fuck up! Personal space. This is my own private docile. Fuck! I messed up the quote. This is my private You know what? I'm not even gonna try. I had this build up too. I was thinking about saying it in this episode, and I completely fumbled on my words. I made it fucking stupid. Domicile. This is my private domicile, and I will not be harassed. There we go. I had to recover. I couldn't just leave it there. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I didn't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori?
Hi, Bonesy. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Bonesy. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
I'm gonna save.
So that's fine, right?
Of course. Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Bonesy? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Bonesy. If I wasn't here, then you would have had to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika's right. I should just... Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden in your... I don't even know what I said. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes you happy. Makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Bonesy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak, and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Bonesy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anyone anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. Oh, okay. So we either say I love you, which would probably hurt her a lot more since she doesn't like being cared about. But if you're in that situation, it'll probably be if you actually did care a lot, you probably would say this for fear of losing them, and you want to be with them to always make sure that they're safe and good because you care about them that much, even if it makes them hurt. But if you say you're my dearest friend, you're being truthful to yourself, if that is true. But you'll probably be hurting them, but you wouldn't be as hurting them as much because that's what she wanted to do, is to push you away, and it worked. Ooh, it's tough decisions. I'm gonna say I love you because I always felt like that was that was the hardest path, I think, in this game. Natsuki, I think, is the easiest. I think base game, you were supposed to go for Natsuki. It even is mentioned that your main character, even though he has no established background other than being friends with Sayori, it's always been established that he liked anime. So, and Natsuki likes anime. As for Yuri, your character is never established to have any interests with Yuri, like reading horror or like just reading in general. So Yuri is like very easy to get to if you just, it's like really easy. And Monika's unachievable because she's the class president. Oh, thank God I did not turn off my webcam. And Sayori is like the hardest one since she's a mix of the two because she's depressed. So like she does like sad and like deeper words, but Yuri does too. And she likes happy things just like Natsuki. So it's very tough. But I'm gonna go with I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no more you couldn't like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Bonesy. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Bonesy, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and I pull her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Bonesy. Oh wait, I got a little self-centered there. I love you, Bonesy. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Bonesy. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for those things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. You know what pisses me off, by the way? I'm just gonna go on a little tangent. Sayori's depressed and like very sad and like all this, and I hate every single like fan thing out there because I not to say I joined the fandom, but I was like, I had some interest. I was like, what's this? It pissed me off when like they're like quote unquote trying to save all the characters, and they're like, oh, for Sayori, keep an eye on them, and here's some antidepressants. It's like, what do you think? Antidepressants just snaps it away? What the fuck? They always like make it seem like it's a fairy tale, which I guess it's supposed to be, like if you're making up a story as like your way of making everything right. But I always thought that was a bit redundant. And I was like, that doesn't help everyone. I know a lot of people that take antidepressants and they do not get happy. Like they're still like depressed and they're like, these are useless. Especially since Cry of Fear is also like a prime example, like that story basically saying like you took those and you can get addicted to how it feels. And it's still not good. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take medication that's required for you. I'm just saying that like you have to, you know, go through the doctor steps. And I'm not a medical expert. Yeah, you don't listen to me. I'm an idiot that makes videos. I'm world renowned stupid. So don't listen to any medical advice. I mean, look at this. Oh, actually, I don't want to show that again for the people who skipped. But I got blisters on my arm because I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything just to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Bonesy. Sayori gazed at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if it gets really, really sad. This is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's what I want to... Fuck. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is this what Sayori meant by not wanting others to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. That's sweet. Every time I think about that, I get dumped out afterwards, so... It's the day of the festival. I don't know why I made that self-centered. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'll be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up. I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be really nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funny enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Wow. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Why would you even be... Well, I guess it's understandable. Bonesy, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared that they have all of the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and it submitted it. Wow, I didn't even make a poem. I just Googled it. It's like, oh, Edgar Allan Poe? All right, download. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'll try a little harder. I say that, but then I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly felt awful knowing that it's not nearly that simple for her. Yeah, she literally said it. She can't find reasons to get out of bed, and she's depressed. Wouldn't that at least motivate you to open the door and be like, "Sorry, come on, school. I know you're depressed, but I'm here for you." No, you're just like, all right. She wants it to be the same as it always been. It'll be the same. I only said it because it was the way I'm so used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone and wake her up after all. You should really take a little responsibility for her, Bonesy. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone else. Yeah, I don't know why I was... Okay. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets, laid it up on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something that like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional. I almost said personality for some reason. Professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they've performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she's printed. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent sign. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Sorry, I don't think that one's gonna work on the fucking podium. That's a little much. That's a little intense, as they say. What is this? Reading this poem, I got a pit in my stomach. Bonesy? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to good Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monaco calls that out after me. I quickly quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always been. That all she needs is what I want to give her. I reached to Sayori's house and knocked on the door. I didn't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori! She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. This really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I'd knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really left me no choice. I gently opened the door. Sayori? Ooh. It actually still gives me goosebumps, actually. Oh god, the intro's in the background. Oh god! Oh god! Oh! The game script, chapter 5, REPY, line 307. See traceback.txt for details. Oh, this music's like fucking scary. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sorry I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed my urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'll be there for her. I told her that I know it's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her? And make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault! Oh my god, it's... the music. Jesus, this whole scene. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. Sorry if there was a cut there, something happened. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I could do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I could restart and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Damn. The bad ending, boys. Damn. Oh, the game story. Okay, let's get a different ending, boys. Let's get a different ending. Yeah, baby. Oh god, it all went to ape shit. Let's exit the game, actually. Let's go to the desktop. Pretty sure there's something in the files. Happy Thoughts PNG. Oh. I don't know actually where the other files would be. Other than, like, the front here. Oof. Back to the game, I guess. Okay. Gotta check those files now. I actually gotta start leaving the game to check shit. If on PC it'll be extremely easy, but on console it's like a little difficult, but I guess that's the challenge. Alright, new game. Oh, it just starts. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get more tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. God, this game really fucks with you. I love the second act. Okay, so if you never played Doki Doki, everything we just did in part 1 and 2 and the beginning of this part 3, act 1, the setup, I guess I'll call it, the nightmare that awaits. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I always walk to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just by getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always an anime club, but it's not like there were going to be any girls in it anyway. Oh god. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any of that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Like the debate club. Damn. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Bonesy? Oh! I forgot that. Monica? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels like a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah, I don't think you quit clubs. I think you just leave clubs. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what clubs did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. I didn't expect that. Oh my god, the memories are flooding back, but slowly. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I could see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. But besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? I like how, so as I said earlier, Natsuki's the only one that you actually gravitate towards. So since Sayori isn't here to actually bring us my cupcakes, we gravitate towards Natsuki. I think that's so genius, I guess. Hey, Bonesy, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I even refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Aha! Awesome! You're really sweet, Bonesy, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Thank you! I've never been told that before. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I deductively follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! I forgot about that! Oh my god. I'm back! I brought a guest with me. Oh, did it say Yuri? Girl 1.
I guess.
Oh god. Forgot about Natsuki. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyways, welcome to the club, Bonesy. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyways, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Bonesy in a classroom and decided to come... he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but it just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Bonesy? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room to open the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. Whew. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all their efforts to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the club room?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Bonesy, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like lots of things.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer could deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? Foreshadowing! It's funny because when I played this for part 1 and 2, I didn't say them because I didn't want to spoil it if people didn't know. This game had a lot of foreshadowing. Go watch go back to the beginning and pay attention. There's like a lot of foreshadowing for characters like Sayori's death and stuff.
Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, Yuri's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? I don't know. I said idea. Ideal. You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud" and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki avert her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you shared some of your work, we could set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we'll meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Bonesy?
Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what it's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But
I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Bonesy. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find a way to find new members. And if we don't find one more member before the festival, you got like a whole week for that. Don't try to guilt trip me. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. I mean, way better than when the other girl was here. I think... Wait, was there another girl in here? I don't remember. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Bonesy? Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really just scared me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just came after all this, I would be super pissed. Or just left after all this. Bonesy, I'm so happy. We could become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember that tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Bonesy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Alright. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. I don't think there's any point in saving, but I'll save regardless. Oh, all my saves are gone too. Damn. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll even have a chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Bum ba dum bum ba 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 da bum bum. Yes! A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized that she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contracted could cause the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Or contradicted. I don't know how I said contracted. This contradicted caused the script to derail. Or this contradiction. God, I had to read that 3 times to get it right. Alright! Save. Hopefully it doesn't do that weird glitch that I had in part 2. We gotta leave the game. I want to see if there's any files. No, but didn't they say something in here? No. Alright. I'm going to end today's episode here. We'll write the poem for the next episode. That's probably when things get crazy. Woo! But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!